Hey, good people. Thank y'all for going on this ride with me. I am on my last What I Know Now for the month of February, and I have been posting every day and will continue to do that until the 28th. But this is my final weekly post for now. If y'all like it, maybe we'll try to do something each month, or just when I find out something, I'll let you know. But this week, man, I had a lot of things I wanted to come to you with, so I'm going to try to pray that this thing is short and sweet. But I'm going to start it with this. Have you ever had anybody tell you, God won't put more on you than you can bear, right? It's in the word. It is. 1 Corinthians 10:13. Shout out to my discipleship family, because that was a memory verse we had to do at New Psalmist Baptist Church. And so sometimes we use that phrasing is a word of encouragement. Listen, you going through some things, you're thinking, I can't make it no further. And somebody says, we know God won't put more on you than you can handle. And sometimes that's used a little bit out of context, because it's talking about our trials and our temptations going on in our life, just to say, you know what? It's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing that you can go through that man has not gone through before. And God is faithful and just. He will help you to get through those things, right? But what happened if you're not careful? And here's what I know now, that sometimes our getting through, our victories, the things that we go through are going to not be prepackaged in that nice little bow with that photo finish and the chariots of fire playing behind you. Like you're going to know, yes, I won. No, sometimes in order to get to the other side of I did it, you have sleepless nights, and you're going to have moments where you breathlessly saying, you know what, seriously, God, like I can't take something else. What's wrong with me that I can't handle all of this? Like once I get through something else comes on. And once I get to the end of this, or what seemingly seems like the victory, then something else is piled up on me. Am I doing something wrong? I don't know. Nobody's probably ever felt like that. It's just me. But then the quote that my husband used to say rang so clearly in my ear back in December when I was going through something. And Rod used to say this: listen, they always tell you God won't put more on you than you can bear, but people sure will. Like people sure will try. And so I had a moment of handling a situation that required some phone calls and some emails and some callbacks and some holds on a customer service and some polite conversation through like those clenched teeth where you're trying to be nice. And so I had all that, and I was dealing with a situation that I thought was already resolved. It really was, because I had documentation. I'm the documentation queen. And so I was going back over discussing with these beautiful folks how I had this information to say that this was already resolved and I don't need to deal with it anymore. And here it was, back in my face again. And so we dealt with it. And I had gotten the phone call that, okay, everything looks good now. So I had to pull into a parking lot and close my eyes real tight and say, first, thank you, God. And then just a repetitive, you can do it. 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 It doesn't matter what it looks like. You can do it. And I came to understand this. And I'm going to look at my notes real quick to make sure I get this part right. Listen, you might be in that stage of thinking, listen, I'm more than a conqueror. I'm supposed to be able to do all these things. And what I clearly heard was, Lisa, listen, you've got to keep moving forward, honey. All the things that people place upon you, all the requests, the demands, the expectations of you are based on their compartmentalized perception of you. Listen, and that's not to be, I'm going to put my paper down. That's not any ill will. That's not to talk badly or think badly about anybody. But the bottom line is you can't take it personal. Listen, your employer expects you to do your job like you should. If you're a business owner, your customers expect something from you. If you're a parent, your children expect you to be mommy or daddy or whoever you are to them. If you are your church, your work, wherever you are, they see the service that you give And they want that service from you. And sometimes it's not them looking at the whole of you, it's looking at that part of you and expecting that to be complete and whole. And you're thinking in your mind, but I have this, and I have this, and I have this, and I've got to do this, and I am drowning. But if you can take a moment to be still and understand that, listen, all those people expect those things from you, rightfully so. That's the part of you that they know. They don't know the whole of you. The only person that has that vantage point is God. Right? So he knows the whole story, and he's going to send people your way that are going to help you. They're not going to heap upon you. They're going to help you. And so if you get to a place where you're in that, okay, God said he wasn't going to put more on me than I can bear. And this is like, wait a minute. Okay. Recognize it. It could be a growing moment, or it could be a moment to shed some things. It could be a moment for you to recognize that your yeses need to be yes and your no's need to be no's. And that right there is victory, right? Don't take it personal. No. Because you can become overwhelmed. You can doubt yourself. You can drown. Like, what is wrong with me? So that is what I know now. My victories aren't always pretty. They're not always going to come packaged in a little bow. I'm not going to have not gone through some things to get there, but I'm going to get there. And God is not just sitting there delving pain and tragedy upon tragedy upon tragedy on me because he knows I can handle it. No. I'm going to look at it and recognize that there are parts of my life that are placed there strategically by God to give me new flourishment for the journey. And then there are things that just are people being people and life being life. And I have to recognize that. And I can handle it. Just like I know that you can too. God bless you. I love you. Make your yeses yes and your no's no. And understand that you absolutely will not have more placed upon you than you can handle by God. But watch the people. Sometimes the people will do it to you. Don't doubt yourself. You are love. You are light. You are beauty. You are grace. You are everything that God called you to be. Even in your dark moments when you don't know it. He does. And I love you so much. Thank y'all for taking this journey with me. I'm going to find something else to talk to y'all about, okay? I love y'all. Bye.